Here in Chicago, the Little Village neighborhood now has the second highest number of deaths in the city. It's one of 3 Latino communities added to the city's rapid response team, working in both Hispanic and Black communities. The team started 4 months ago. CBS 2 investigator Dorothy Tucker looks at their successes and challenges.
What you like, meat and canned goods?
I come here just about every week.
Here, where volunteers with the Greater Auburn Gresham Development Corporation distribute food.
I got some hand sanitizer. I think they have some face masks in there.
And safety equipment to neighborhood residents.
I'm so humble and so grateful for these people here. I don't know what to do. With this pandemic, this is the most grateful thing. It's like it's God sent.
This gift from God,
We appreciate it so much. Thank you.
as Ronald Macon calls it, began in early April.
Good honey nut cereal, some dried blueberries.
One of several food giveaways where community organizations distributed more than 6,000 boxes of groceries to targeted neighborhoods.
Thank you.
Is part of efforts by Chicago's new Racial Equity Rapid Response Team.
Good morning, good morning.
Carlos Nelson is a member of the team.
The mission was to rapidly respond to the despair that COVID laid upon Black and brown communities.
The despair began in this community.
Auburn Gresham right here was the very first death related to COVID in the state of Illinois, the Friesen family, and 2 weeks later, a second sibling of that family died.
CBS 2 was the first to map the hotspots for coronavirus deaths in April. We found Auburn Gresham was one of the 5 communities with the most deaths, and many of the victims were Black. At the time, Auburn Gresham had 6 deaths, Austin had 5, and South Shore was number 1 with 7.
We can and we will organize a rapid, coordinated, community-based and community-driven response.
After our report, Mayor Lightfoot targeted these 3 communities we highlighted.
Really about saving lives in our community.
It's an uphill battle. Today the numbers are even higher. Take a look at our latest map. Deaths in Auburn Gresham have jumped to 36. South Shore has 114 and Austin 121. For the hardest hit spots, the numbers are more than 20 times what they were in April. And something else has changed.
Over the last couple of months, we have seen the numbers in the Latino community really go through the roof.
Since March, more than a quarter of those who have died are Latinx. So the task force expanded to include Pilsen with 32 deaths, Belmont-Creighton with 73, and Little Village has 119 deaths, the second most in the city.
One of the things that the task force has done is really let the data lead the work that's happening within the task force.
Safety is the number 1 priority. 6 new testing sites have opened in the targeted communities, and more than 1 million masks have been distributed.
And so we went from a community that had very little access to masks and gloves and sanitizer, for example, to a community that has been working really hard to make sure that everyone has access to those things.
Task force leaders have also offered financial aid. In Auburn Gresham, 250 families received $380,000 to help pay rent, mortgage, and utility bills.
Many of the folks that come through are not destitute, not homeless. These are middle-income families that have been challenged by COVID-19, income loss and wage loss, and little access to food.
In Austin, they passed out 500 laptops and worked with Comcast to provide families with internet at a reduced cost.
A lot of the relief and the resources that people needed in order to acquire those things, it was online.
Although we are having an impact in this work and we are moving in the right direction, it's going to take some time for us to really address particularly the underlying issues that have gotten us to this point.
Those underlying issues, says Gutierrez, are a result of systemic racism in Latino and Black communities, inequality in education, employment, health, and housing. And Chicago is not alone in its desperate efforts to right the wrongs. In New York, community leaders there launched their task force in April, which included longer-term strategies. Several have already gotten off the ground, like new programs to help minority business owners navigate the government contract process, and a mediation project to help landlords and tenants settle rent disputes outside of court. Chicago's task force is also looking at projects to address years of racial disparities.
It's been vacant for more than 20 years.
Last month, the mayor announced $11 million in funding for 2 developments in the city's south and west side. Rehabbing this vacant building on 79th and Halsted is one of them.
We are going to gut it, and we are going to anchor it with a full-service health and wellness center.
But as COVID-19 deaths in communities like Auburn Gresham continue to grow, Carla says it'll take time to undo decades of neglect.
We've got a long way to go, I must say.
Efforts like these, thank you, are a start. Now, city officials do acknowledge that a lot of work has been done, but they also point to some successes, or rather a lot of work has to be done, but they still point to some successes. The increase in the number of people being tested, more folks wearing masks, and a better system for getting coronavirus information out to the public. Erica?
Yeah, so this has been going on for several months. In the early stages, they're saying it's a start, but how long is this task force expected to operate?
You know, they're really not giving a timetable, but one community leader said to me they thought that they would be giving out food to the end of July. Now it looks like that they will be giving more food out through the end of August or maybe even longer. So no timetable yet.
All right, well, that's encouraging that it's continuing so far. Thank you, Dorothy.